Did you know that you can double up your energy without needing caffeine? And I'm going to explain to you how in the next few minutes, including a simple tip that the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam recommended over 1400 years ago. So the first thing I personally do that helps me a lot in maintaining my energy throughout the whole day is as soon as I wake up, as soon as I wake up, I don't go straight to eating. Especially if it's going to be carbs. It most likely could be carbs. I don't go straight to eating food at all. I like my body to kind of wake up with me, because sometimes you might feel a bit tired, or like your body still needs to wake up gradually and it's not like proper awake yet, you can feel. So what I start off with is with morning hydration. I start off by drinking water, and the reason why I start drinking water first is because it kickstarts your metabolism, gets your body going, gets the blood flowing in your body, and you need your body is mainly water. I think it's like 70% or something, so that kind of speaks for itself. You need to be drinking a lot of water, especially in the morning. And I also recommend obviously fasting as well. Set days. There are recommended days where you should be fasting as well. It's good for you for a lot of reasons. But if you're not going to be fasting, the first thing you want to do is not go straight to eating and eating a lot of food as well. You want to start off by drinking some water, get your body going slowly, and ease into the day. Your body actually dehydrates a lot during your sleep, so replenishing your fluids first thing in the morning, the first thing you do, is actually very crucial for sustaining your energy throughout the whole day. There's a lot of scientifics behind it. This video isn't made for me to go into the scientifics, but more just to give you the key points and outlining why it's beneficial for you. Another thing I want to point out is, like I said, water. I emphasize this a lot to my close people as well. It's water you should be drinking firstly and foremost, and mostly you should be drinking water. Not fizzy drinks, not sugary drinks, water. Your body is made out of 70% water, not 70% Fanta, not 70% Capri Sun, not 70% Coca-Cola. A lot of people need to hear this. 70% water. So you need to be drinking water a lot more than you'd be drinking any other drinks. And this is actually going to be one of the few scientifics I do go into, even mild dehydration, I believe it's 1 to 3%, can actually impact your mood, your physical performance, and just your whole day in general. The only reason why I have mentioned this is because 1 to 3% is not a big percentage, but if it impacts your mood, your memory, and your brain performance even by a little bit, when you're a competitor, when you need to have like a competitive edge above other people, small numbers, small percentages matter a lot, and even the smallest of things matter a lot. I'll give you one example. I watched a video of not too long ago actually, of Javier Mendez, who is the trainer of Habib Nurmagomedov and Islam Makhachev. He's a trainer of the AKA gym in California. He's trained a lot of champions, and he said that, for example, taking even like a massage before a fight actually relaxes your body and affects your brain performance. Even by if it's a little bit, it relaxes it, and it takes away your instincts and your alertness before a fight, which is something that's crucial for fighters. So this is just kind of relating to the fact that even if you are not drinking enough water and it affects you even by a little bit, it's a huge loss, especially if you're a competitor. The next thing is you need to focus on a balanced diet and having smaller meals more frequently rather than having huge meals at certain points of your day. And the reason why I'm emphasizing on this a lot, and this is early on in the video, is because I feel like balanced diet, having the idea of having a balanced diet sounds so common now, and it sounds so like mundane in a way. Like, some people don't really care about having a balanced diet, and what I mean by that is obviously having your healthy fats, your protein, your carbs, to an extent your vitamins, minerals, and all the other stuff, fiber and all that stuff, obviously your water as well. I feel like the focus on having a balanced diet has actually been lost, and now I feel like people have started to invent new ways of eating and new stuff to eat just to be able to bulk or shred. This whole like trend of bulking and shredding, which I fully understand. I'm not against it or anything, that's not my point, but what I'm saying is people invent new things of eating, like eating like about 6-7 donuts in one go now is apparently okay, or is promoted by a lot of big influencers. This, even if they're doing it, this is completely wrong, and you need to go back to the basics and focus on the basics, which is having a balanced diet, eating your proteins, eating your like essential foods and stuff whenever you need to, and focusing on having smaller meals more frequently rather than having larger ones. Me, for example, me personally, and this is me speaking from my personal experience, I do much better when I eat smaller meals throughout the whole day, because if I eat a smaller meal, I still manage to maintain my alertness and to be able to actually move around freely and without feeling too heavy and bloated. This is something that I've researched into when I was focusing on my training, which I still do obviously, but when I focus on my wrestling training and my other training, even if I'm going out to do to go for a run or something, I make sure to eat at the right time and not eat too close to my training or when I'm going outdoors. This prevents having energy dips throughout your whole day and keeps your blood sugar at a stable optimum level. And your blood sugar is something that you want to keep at a steady level all day. This is almost the deciding factor to you maintaining your high energy throughout the whole day. So if it goes up, expect it to go back down and at crash, and that's exactly when you feel really tired and you want to go sleep. And it probably might be like 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. or even 5 p.m, times when you should be awake and alert and working hard. So just to summarize, with having your meals, how frequently you should be having it, or how big or small you should be having it, I feel like common sense, you'll be able to know how much of food is enough for you, and you should have it proportionate to however much you can digest within 2 to 3 hours. And if you're going to go for a physical activity or go for a run or something, you should have it at least 2 to 3 hours beforehand. I'd even say as far as 4 hours, but you might feel hungry, so I'd say like 2 to 3 hours is good enough. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam recommended over 1400 years ago a simple tip that is so effective and is such a huge benefit of a tip to people, especially nowadays in 2024, where people are getting fat or people are not even eating enough or whatever. Keep 1/3 of your belly for air, keep 1/3 of your belly for water, and keep 1/3 of your belly for food. And that helps to keep you full enough but not too full to the point where you feel bloated and you feel fat, you feel heavy, you feel like you can't move. You don't want that. You definitely do not want that, because that's only going to affect your day. That's going to affect your day of success when you should be working hard and achieving your goals. If you feel tired, you're not really going to be able to move. So how are you going to be able to achieve your goals and your targets of that day? I mean, do you wonder why you ever feel tired after eating food at a restaurant? It's because usually most people, when they go to a restaurant, they order a lot of food and they have a lot of food and then they feel very tired. I feel like, again, it's very common sense, very basic. You should know this. The more you eat, the more you're going to feel tired or whatever. But some people choose to do it and then they complain afterwards, oh, I feel tired. Listen, you're the one that chose to eat that much. That's your fault. That's it, simple. Just make sure you don't eat too much, and yeah, you'll be good and you'll be able to maintain your high energy throughout the whole day. The next point is regular physical activity. Very straightforward point. You need to be active consistently every week, regularly, and like I mentioned, the key word here is consistent. I hear so many stories of people who I speak to telling me that they've started the gym one month and then the next month they're out or they're not going to the gym. Listen, forget about the gym, forget about combat. Just, you're not even going for walks, you're not even going out for runs, you're not even like pushing your body in any way, shape or form. Your body is designed to be active as well as to be working hard and using your brain power for other stuff, like for making money or whatever. But one aspect of your life, which is your physical aspect, a lot of people are actually neglecting, and they think the gym is a motivational thing. It's a thing where if you get enough motivation, then only then you'll get up and then you'll go to the gym. Listen, forget that. Forget about motivation. Just get up and go for a run. Get up and do something. Go play football, go play basketball, go do anything. But it needs to be consistent. And a lot of people don't understand the whole point of regular physical activity. It's not for you to go gym 2 months and then lay off for the next 6. It's about being very consistent and doing it regularly every week. Consistent activity can boost your energy levels. Obviously, over time, as you're tiring your body more and more, when it replenishes, it becomes more energetic and wanting more physical activity, and it improves mood by increasing oxygen flow around your body and also releasing endorphins in your body. Another way to maintain high energy throughout the whole day is to prioritize your sleep the night before and having a sleep schedule in place. Prioritizing healthy sleep every night actually helps to regulate your body's internal clock, which helps to sustain energy. Don't ask me the scientifics, it's just something that you might have to research yourself, but there is an internal clock that our body has, and to obviously sleep at the right times, wake up at the right times, not oversleeping, not undersleeping, is a huge factor and helps massively in having good energy sustainably the next morning and throughout the whole day. The Prophet ﷺ actually practiced early rising just before the Fajr prayer, I believe, and he was also known to have midday naps, which was referred to as Kaylula. One important way of maintaining your energy and having a steady level of energy, this is very important, this is to manage your stress through prayer. And we all know that our 5 daily prayers is essential, it's a must, there's no negotiations about it. Every Muslim has to pray 5 times a day. These are the times when you should stand in prayer, sit in prayer, and manage your stress and deeply reflect on yourself, deeply reflect on your relationship with Allah, and maintaining that closeness, which helps you to remain calm, not get too jittery, and calming yourself down really, essentially, and just maintaining that energy. I feel like it's something that I do personally, which helps me a lot. I just remain very calm when I'm in prayer. I go deep in prayer, and I don't just pray for the sake of it. I pray with a purpose. I pray with a need for it, because we all need it. And it helps me to feel rejuvenized. It helps me to feel very fresh after the prayer, and I feel like I can go again, and I feel very energetic all over again. It's something very spiritual and very just if you pray 5 times a day, you will understand. And last but not least, you need to limit your caffeine. Caffeine is something that I don't go against. I think caffeine is very beneficial. I think caffeine is very good in helping you have energy when sometimes you just feel very, just tired, and sometimes it's just very difficult to stay awake and you just need caffeine. I fully understand that, but I feel like you need to limit your caffeine, which is something that a lot of people don't do, because I've seen a lot of people drink like 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day. Whether that helps them or not, I don't know, but me personally, I could not do that. I feel like caffeine, the more you drink of it, the more it builds your tolerance level, and you kind of like need more and more and more, which I don't think is really that healthy. So you need to limit your caffeine intake, and you need to focus more on having energy naturally, organically, through natural ways like sleep and physical activity, having a balanced diet. You need to focus on these things before you even think about having a cup of coffee. And what do you even have with your coffees, or what drinks do you have that has caffeine in them? Sugar. Sugar is the enemy of our bodies. Sugar is what makes you have that crash in the first place. Carbs have sugar. A lot of drinks have sugar. A lot of coffee drinks have sugar. You need to avoid sugar, because added sugars is the worst thing for your body. And I'm not saying never drink a fizzy drink again. I'm not Eddie Abu. I'm saying that you just need to focus on reducing your sugar intake, reducing your caffeine intake, and having a bigger focus in maintaining your high energy throughout the whole day naturally. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. If you liked the video, then please subscribe, please like the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.